Hello everyone, my name is Marcus and I'm a designer and animator, and today in this video I'm gonna share with you how to design this poster inside Adobe Illustrator. Hello everyone and welcome to another poster tutorial. So the first thing I want to do is actually start with the background. I'm gonna get this rectangle tool here and I'm just going to select a right file. I'm gonna get the rectangle tool, make a perfect rectangle. And by the way, I'm actually using 1700 by 2400 in resolution. The background is here. I'm gonna actually use it like a nice gray solid, and then I'm gonna lock the layer. I'm gonna get a rectangle tool again. I'm gonna make it like a new layer before that, and then I'm going to make a perfect square. I'm holding Alt and Shift so it scales proportionally, and then I'm gonna just change it to this gray here. And then I go to Effects, 3D, and Materials, and I go to 3D Classic. Then go next to the bevel. And then I'm going to just select this, go make an isometric right, going to increase extrude depth to 150. Perfect. I'm going to really like this already, go into Object, Expand Appearance, so actually it becomes like a vector instead of just like editable. Instead of an editable 3D object. If you want to change the perspective, you should not do this, by the way. Perfect, but because I want to use this perspective is alright, then I'm going to our grid tool here. We want to make a really nice grid. I'm going to click twice so I can actually see the number of horizontal dividers and the number of vertical dividers. And after I'm actually going to get a sip of water now. I really need to learn because like musicians, they sing and they breathe at the same time. But I don't know how to breathe by my nose and while I'm talking. If you know any videos on YouTube, please share that with me. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm gonna make a grid, same size of the artboard, 2400. And then 5 by 5. I'm gonna press OK. Gonna click here, gonna press OK again. Gonna align this grid to our design here. I'm gonna give the grid a color. I'm gonna make this really nice gray color here. And this grid, besides being like a visual element, will also be something that will help us to make like a nice composition here. So just try to find like a really nice lines for this solid here. Maybe even going to scale it a little bit more so it touches a little bit of here. And perfect. Gonna see. I like to have two screens. I don't know if you noticed, of course you did, but on this side of the screen I actually see the entire poster, because sometimes I'm just so zoomed in, like trying to align stuff, and then I can actually have a instant feedback of the overall composition, which is really cool. Again here, I'm gonna scale it down to match inside of this. Perfect. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. So this way it looks perfect, like aligned. And we still have the same space in between these two rows. Maybe I want to scale this so I actually have like something more like this. So it's like the space in between the sides is the same. Maybe not exactly the same. Let's just be really careful and make it perfect, right? Let's be like precise with these things. Gonna scale this on the side like this and see if this is matching on the bottom here. And yeah, although it's not like a center on this line here, but it's center on this line, so I'm actually happy with it. I don't know if I actually want this to go a little bit down. Maybe I want to. Let's just select those both and then right click and group them and center align it. So this way is like, it looks better visually. See, you can see here, the composition looks much better. Let's just select these objects again and arrange them to the front. Bring to the front. Cool. It didn't brought to the front there, okay. Just like, sometimes it takes a little bit longer to update on this side, but that's okay. So next thing I want to do is just like right click on these two objects. No, just one for now, sorry. And then I'm gonna make a copy holding Alt and drag it up here. Maybe just gonna try to match. Maybe I will try to match this perspective here. Yeah. And then I'm gonna press D, so outline to black and white, and then I'm gonna remove the white color. So I will end up with the strokes, which is really cool. It creates like this really interesting visual. Feels like it's something coming out of the rectangle. I don't know, there's some, you can actually see some stories happening here. Do the same for this one here, select it, drag it down, try to match more or less the other one. If it doesn't happen, just get a grid to help you guide this. Not a guide, sorry. And again, press D, remove the white color. And on this case, I think we probably should send it to the back. Let's see how it works in the back here. Actually, maybe not. Let's just leave it here. I think I like the visual as it is. And this is like the main center of the composition, which is like really cool. Maybe as I'm seeing on this side here, on the left side, the lines are not very thick, so maybe I need to increase the line stroke a little bit so we can actually see it better. I think the value now is 2 pixels, so let's just, 1 pixel actually, let's just make it 2, and this one 2 as well. Perfect, so it's more evident, it's like a strong visual. Great. So sorry, I definitely need to learn how to breathe when I'm recording these tutorials. It's terrible. And okay, sorry. Just like, this should be a design tutorial, not like me talking, I don't know how to breathe. And then let's write something now. So I've been like fighting with myself about this concept of, not concept, it's just like, sometimes I lose my inspiration to do these tutorials. Either way, I love doing them. I feel like it's a bigger connection between me and people around the world, which is really nice. It's almost like I don't know, maybe someone is learning some like from me, and someone is like, and that person is like on the other side of the world. I don't know, like some other country, and that's a really like nice feeling when I see people. When I will go to my YouTube statistics and I see where people are from, and that's really nice. Although I don't know, sometimes I get uninspired, and that's really not cool because I really like to do this, and because I'm just feeling uninspired, I don't do it. And sometimes just because I don't know how to rest, actually. I do work, I don't do this full time, of course, as you can imagine. But sometimes I get really tired from work, and then I end up not doing the things I actually like to do for free, which is this YouTube series. And I saw this thing where it was like, learn to rest, not to quit, and I think I need to learn how to rest, you know, and be okay if I don't post for a while. Either way, keep with the design things, select learn, and then I'm gonna write to, not like all capitals, but I will change this later. Rest, not to quit. So I will rest more times. I'm not gonna quit on YouTube. And yeah. So learn to rest, not to quit. Nice words. And I'm going to choose a nice type. I think I'm gonna use New Machina from Pangram. New Machina, yeah, something like this. And yeah, you can use any font for this. If you have this font, amazing. You can actually download it for free, but for a personal purpose, not commercial. But this is somewhat personal, so you're gonna be alright. So now I'm gonna make like a nice composition. I will try to keep the type the same size. I don't want to create like variation on the sizes. So I just want to make it like easier to even to read it. Actually, I'm gonna use our grid, which is behind, to guide where I'm gonna place the text. Not to quit, which is really cool. It helps a lot when we have a grid. And maybe I will leave this on the center. Somehow here. I'm gonna try to align it perfectly. Perfect. And we could leave this as it is, but sometimes actually I like to play with the composition in the Z depth, which means like I like to put like some depth in the scene. So for that, I use like the elements and put some elements in front of others. And that creates like this really nice depth effect. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna right click on all the letters as soon as I'm happy with them. And then I go to Command Shift O, or which expands letters, or you can just go to right click and create outlines, or you can go to Object and expand and press OK. There is 3 ways to do this. Probably there is more ways to do this. I just don't know them, but yeah. Okay, I spoke a lot. And cool, I'm gonna just do that. I'm gonna just select them all, Command Shift O, which is the quickest one for me. And then I'm going to ungroup them. I'm just going to ungroup this one. So then I'm gonna just send them back. You can send them back using the Control or Command brackets. It travels the objects in the layers here. So if you actually open here, and you can see that layer is moving there in a little red thing. So it's going up and down, which is really cool. And maybe I will put that E as well on the back. I think people will be able to read it. Maybe no, maybe actually going to put the L on the back. Yeah, because it's easier to understand. This would be a L. This could be anything, right? So the letter O, this is not going to work. So I probably need to leave it like this. R, probably the R is the only one I can do it. Oh, what's going on? Why is it not? Where is R? So why is R disappearing on me? That's interesting. So if I put it R here, oh no, this is E. If you put R here, it goes out. Okay, because this thing is grouped. So maybe I should ungroup this. Cool, I think it will work now. Sorry. And it's nice actually to, to see me struggle, probably. Learn to rest, or maybe I will just play with the position of the texts. Yes, we are free to do anything we want on this tutorial, so you can do the same. I actually highly recommend you do the same. Just push it. Learn to rest. Nice. See, I didn't plan for this and actually loving it. So I'm gonna move this. Not to quit. I can't do much here, but maybe I can do something here. Maybe I push the Q here and then the U, and then I send the U back. Go back, U. Maybe the T is there and the I, it's here. Not to quit. Yeah, I think it's interesting. There is something here for sure. Maybe I will leave like that. Maybe actually I could play then with the position of the first letter as well. So I can actually make the E go backwards and the A needs to be there, but just gonna space this a little bit better. Learn to rest. Maybe the A is centered there. Yeah, I actually really like it. Wow, this is rare to happen. And cool. And one just last element. I've been obsessing with arrows lately, and I'm putting arrows in my personal projects all the time. So I'm gonna put an arrow on this one as well. I'm gonna make it line. I'm gonna make it 3 pixels, and then I go to stroke, and then I'm gonna add a arrow head, and then I'm gonna choose a really nice arrow. Maybe this one, a simple one, and then I'm gonna make this 300 by 300. Another. Yeah, I think maybe the stroke needs to be a little bit bigger but then the arrow will be too much. Let's just see 100 by 100. Yeah, I think 100 is okay for this stroke here. Learn to rest. Use the arrows as a design device to help guide your reading. And someone messaged me on WhatsApp, sorry for the noise. I'm just gonna check it really quick. And can you send it to me? I don't have the photo. Okay, just so my girlfriend is asking for a photo of a wedding, and I actually don't have it. I don't know actually. I will need to check it later. Okay, let's just change the arrow color maybe to white. Learn to rest, not to quit. Yeah, I think he had something for sure. I'm gonna use actually the distance in between these little squares of the grid as my main reference for this design. Let's just make it learn to rest. And then maybe actually, why not crossing the letters, you know? Not to quit. I think it's a good thing if there's no one minds if I just do this. And I need another white arrow for sure. And yeah, perfect. Yeah, let's just remove these guides here. Let's just zoom in, see the entire screen. And yeah, actually pretty, kind of like it very much. What do you think? Yeah, if you do this exercise, please, and if you post it on your social media channels, please be sure to share with me. I would really like to see other people using these tutorials to do their own versions as well. So yeah, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed. Please don't forget to check the other tutorials on this channel and like and subscribe and make the exercise. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.